I'm just dropping in for a little howdy do. This is not my regularly scheduled time, but I thought I would just pop in anyway because I'm just having fun playing. I've switched to my sauce. Excuse me. Okay, for anybody that's watching this, I have a sheet of Plinkett film. Let's see, how do they say it? Plastic-like. Plike, P-L-I-K-E paper. And I wasn't happy with my proportions, so I just wiped it off because this paper is a mineral paper. Nah. Similar to Yupo, but it's not plastic, it's mineral. And Vicki is just playing. This is the one I did of her the other day. No likeness at all, but that's okay too. I am looking for something I haven't used, which is going to be my goal. Now that I can find everything, doesn't look like it's in this bucket. I just got my buckets all sorted, so it's going to take a while to learn what's in what. It's funny, I picked it up twice already today. No, that's carpenter pencil. That's fun. And that's fun. That's what I was looking for. Let's see what this will do. Kind of scribbly. Don't be concerned about delays or stops completely, because that's what I'm doing today. I'm going to switch from that since I don't really know what it's doing. Look at there, I just drew that eye down. This stuff doesn't let go of its mark making too well. That's good to know. Put the carpenter's pencil back. This is a graphite stick. Okay, now we gotta better get rid of that dark line there in the middle. Uh-oh. Camera shifted. And we need our piece of paper back. Puts me in the shadow. Trying to get y'all as square to the picture as I can. Let's see if I can move this light. Still blowing y'all out. Okay, the camera will not stay where it's supposed to. I'm trying to tighten it up real good. And I don't have it square to me. I've got to be square to it. Tiny little adjustments here. Stay. right, now I'm going to switch back to my charcoal. Charcoal pencil. Remember, we're just seeing what this paper is going to do for us. I'm using a baby wipe to clean some of the lines up. My T-square is not where it's supposed to be. Smoothing it just a hair. Things don't really. Now I will put these in 100 times, but I want to put them in so I can see her personality. If you are out of drawing at any point, you best just go back and fix it. Because your drawing, your painting will be off if you don't have that right. don't need that yet. Okay, where is that little sucker? I have switched to So's. It's a Russian clay-based product that almost disappeared from use. Hey Marie, how are you? I just came on impulse, playing with some paper that's called Plink, Plink, and it's a mineral paper. It's not plastic like Yupo. So I'm just playing with some techniques on it to see what it likes and what it doesn't. I've already determined that it doesn't come off very easily. So I'm just going to make this whole thing just scribble. Scribble, scribble, scribble. So I do not have an agenda today. It does not seem to like kneaded erasers. This is a Tombow Mono Zero. My camera has moved again. And it will get it off, but you have to use some pressure. I'm trying to get the camera set up. This is a new position because I didn't realize that I have to have a perpendicular view. So this is Russian, and it's made from a mine and a clay mine in Russia that is known for that particular clay. And you can't get it anywhere else. And like I said, it almost died out. Just like everything else, things come and go, and when they go, let's see. And a lot of the Russian masters used it. The other nice thing about this is that once you wet it, it's permanent. Didn't intend to do that. It is spelled S-A-U-C-E, just like sauce. My regular time to stream is 2 o'clock on Tuesdays and Thursdays. But since I was in here, I thought, why not? Why not? Missed it again. Hey, Delina. I just did a pop-up today, and I'm using a different kind of paper. It's called Plike. I'm not sure about the pronunciation. I'm practicing with charcoal and the Russian Saus. I have some sauce in this little bag. Oh my God, we're so bad. I mean, seriously, we've got to have every color. I'm trying to, well, I'm not trying, I'm doing it, but capture a little bit more of a likeness than I did the other day. Better. I like to work with printouts of my subject, the size I'm going to use them. It's going to liquefy that, and that means this won't come back off. Just want to lighten it a little bit in here. It's a baby wipe. Now consider yourself liquefied. I guess at this point it just kind of acts like paint. I can still smudge it a little. It's not dry yet, that's why. Gosh, a bunch of folks popped in the chat. Hey, Judy. I don't know if she did or not. I haven't been looking at my phone. I was just practicing and I thought, well, I will just turn the camera on. I'm working with SOS and charcoal on plate paper, P-L-I-K-E. I'm going to leave that because a little bit of that off. Hey, Kathy. I just popped in for a quick trying to keep you guys square with what I'm doing. Okay, I'm working with PLIKE paper. It's a mineral paper and brand new. Well, I mean, within the last little bit. It feels velvety. It's not plastic like UPO. Some of it's made from rocks and calcium sulfite. And this one, I believe, no. Yes, this one I believe is made from sulfur something or other. It's similar, if you haven't heard about mineral paper, Terraskin by Mitts. Get down here where you can see it. It's made from rocks. Come on, there it is. Terraskin. And the reason that I have these is because they are, oh, she's looking pretty good. Yeah. They're great for silver point. Charcoal doesn't, this is white charcoal, and it's not really giving me an eye. Not too bad. Nope, that's not making a mark at all. White charcoal. I think I saw a white pastel. There's another white one in here. Come on, baby, don't make a liar out of me. I'll tell you what might work. It's not in that bucket. That's pins. Still learning my buckets. A white grease pencil might work. A white, crap, what do they call them? I can't even remember. Stays on. And here's the white. No, that's charcoal. That's just like the one I have. I've got pastel pencils over there, but I'm going to try these first. So this is the Stays On. Nothing. Grease pencil, nothing. All right, I'm going to slip over here and get a white pastel pencil. Avalanche. I don't know what to feel. Y'all know me. Okay, I have a fat white pastel and a hard white pastel. Nothing. Wow. All right, let's see you do your trick. Okay. So white pastel works. I was going to do something else to her, but I think I like her just the way she is. Might help if I clean my fingers a bit. Thanks, Kathy. She looks better in person. So soft pastel. Works. I think I'm going to quit on her. Thanks, Kathy. I'm using charcoal, Saus, the Russian charcoal. It's permanent when it's wet. I'm using a graphite pencil. I didn't use any pastel pencils on this one. I just used the white soft pastel. She still doesn't have a perfect Well, there is no perfect. What am I trying to say? Likeness. But this isn't a commission, so I'm not going to worry about it. Push and pull. Put it on, take it off. Cover it up. Do it again. Charcoal's getting where it won't either. All right, so that is plink. That's the word for plastic-like. So plink would be plike, I guess. Okay. I'm going to take a picture of her. I'm glad y'all showed up for Saturday. I don't want to schedule anything on Saturday, but you know, sometimes it's just fun to pop in and all right. Ta-da. Ta-da-da-da. Put her over. Here's the one I did the other day. Those of you who were watching the other day. Better likeness. She's smaller too. So we're going to put her and her over here. And let's try one on this tear skin. I tried alcohol inks on these papers before I turned the show on live, and it takes it fine, but there's a little bit of absorbency, and you can blend while it's still wet, but the minute it dries, it is on there permanent. It's a baby wipe. Nothing. I put both of these papers in my Amazon store at BIT. Let me write it down for you. It's the paper this stuff doesn't like. bit.ly.co. Mine. There's my Amazon store. I think I could do better than that. bit.ly.com/capital Vicki Ross. There, that's my Amazon store. Let's see what we can rig up here. I think I'm going to take her off. Take that off. Hey, Jilly. Kathy, it should be in my store. There are several sources for it. I just did the one on Amazon. Here's the cover. This is the only brand we can get here in the States. And it is said to be a student grade, but since we can't get anything else, that's what we use. I think in Europe I think they've got another brand to choose from, but don't know. Apparently getting things out of Russia for product, commerce is difficult. And this is my store where you can't even see it. Playing with my camera. bit.ly.com/capital Vicki, capital Ross. Now, I don't know if that thing moved itself because the camera can't. Trying to get you guys a perpendicular look at what I see. Bear with me. Still got better. Okay, I'm going to start this the same way. I'm going to start it with the charcoal since that seemed to be okay. That's not going to work for me. Also, this morning I found the link to this easel I'm using, and it's on my Amazon store. Come on now. I'm not liking the way that feels. So I'm going to switch to the graphite. And I check measurements every step or two. Just scribble it. Okay. Okay, what's somebody saying? Where do you get the charcoal? Okay, yeah. I'm gonna make sure that's what's happening to the camera. Every time I lean over, I'm hitting it. Stay. This charcoal's working, this graphite pencil's working pretty good on this paper. But like I said, I got it because of Silver Point. Okay. Let's see how this erases. Not very well. That's why it's so good for silver point. Silver point is silver lead, like jewelry stores, and strong enough, what do you call it? Big enough around to, here's one right here, to not bend, and you put it into a mechanical pencil. And the thing about silver point is once you put it down, it's there. You can't ever get it up. Bad choice of words. And you can do it with any kind of colored wire. You can do it with copper. You can do it with 24 karat gold. And this is about as dark as it gets, except this was on a toned board to begin with. Oops. So it's just another way of drawing, and it's what the old masters used before they had lead, before they had graphite, I mean. If I remember, I'll bring some out, some better ones out next week when I do my regularly scheduled events. I know better than to do that. Oh well. I know better. I know better. Will not work. Now, in the Russian Souse, there's only one person that I know who's done a training video on it, and that's Margaret Baumgartner. She's a portrait artist, a pastel portrait artist, and it's a $75 DVD, so I've never bought it. So what I know is just what I know and that I've picked up. I've never studied with charcoal either, so I'm sure there are some things. Ooh, baby. You look kind of scary. And where's my white charcoal? Let's see, I'm going to use the hard white. Wait. Let's try the white charcoal pencil first. Does not write. This is a New Pastel by Prismacolor. God, will not write. This is a really soft pastel, and it will not write. So I am out of luck. I will have to do corrections or highlights with a white pen. It will work if I push down real hard. Woo! I wasn't expecting that. Looks like she's had her eyeball tattooed. That's interesting. So this paper is going to have acrylics or watercolor. And of the 6,000 pastels I have over there, I picked one that wasn't white. But we will deal with that. That's not exactly right, but that's wild. Nothing gets it off. All right. I have some oil sticks. These are used, I have them for my encaustics. And they are real oil. These will dry. Oil pastels will not dry. I'm just playing. Wipe all that black off my hands. Make sure you guys are in frame. And you are. Have a drink of water. See if I've missed anybody. Hey, Lisa. Anything that you buy from Amazon, if you'd use my store, I get a few pennies from it. And it helps me keep the store open because you kind of have to do that or they'll cut you off. So if I show a few sales a month. Oops, that's green. I don't want no green. Put the lid back on it. You didn't put it back in the holder. These are like little cigar holders. I may make a complete mess here, but that's what it's all about, right? Okay, that end's wrapped and this end isn't, so we're going to start here. Well, it smells like paint by number kits. Okay, it's got a crap. Sorry. It's got a hard coating on it that you have to get off. It looks like it's another mess maker. Yeah, it's not going to show up either. All right. Not one to be stopped. This has the sauce in it. It's just in a dried baby wipe, and I've got some ground up stuff in it. That little area must have been wet. Yeah, it'll sort of dry over that. Doesn't show very much. And that tells me that the only way to get that off, if you want to put white on it, is to erase it back. And I already put the oil stick on there. So that's how it's going to have to be done. Okay. So I need a clean towel. Ooh, what a mess. What a mess, what a mess. But now remember, I'm just learning how to use this stuff. And this is just charcoal. I didn't put any sauce on it yet, did I? Maybe I did down here. Now, charcoal is never waterproof. So this stuff will not have to be sealed. Okay, get a new one. Who's here? Oh. And I'm not the best experimenter in the world, Kathy. I'd rather read an instruction book from somebody who's done 49 attempts at it. We're not going for awards here. Interesting. So once you put something down, you kind of better make sure that's where you want it. All right. White didn't work the way I wanted it to, so I'm going to pop that back in here and put it back in here. I'm talking to myself because y'all can't hear me. I'm going to get out this blue one. This is cobalt. Oh, that's why they make it all at the end. And that didn't want to come out. It's not hollow at the end, you goose. Well, may not be able to play with that. What else have we got? Hang on. Come on, tell me what color you are. That looks like black. So this white one. Okay, whatever. These are Shiva paint sticks. Same type of product, but different company. And less expensive. Put that right there till later. They're going to have a home. See if we can determine what this color is. Looks like blue. It is. Right? Might be green. I do believe that's blue. We'll see in a minute. And this, you also have to pick the skin off. Getting little bitty pieces. I sure hope I don't have to go to that Christmas party tonight. It's a small office and their office party, and everybody will stand around with their thumbs, you know where. And any wives that are there won't know anybody else. I'm an old Scrooge. Ah, okay. I hear a little puppy. Get in because the door is closed. Well, we know that the oil stick works. Senolia also makes a very high quality oil stick. And you'll be surprised to know that I don't have any. Not that I don't want them. Now, let's see what we can do up here. Okay, that smears good. I sure can't get a point though on some of these things, which is a problem. May have a big fat mess. I don't think it is water soluble. Let me show you what I've got. Graphite stick, and it doesn't say a thing about it. We can find out. Looks like it might be. Yeah. There are so many products out there. And when you're looking for something, you don't know what to get. I didn't get all the skin off of that one. I consider having to get skin off a product kind of a annoyance. See if I had a light blue Scenario pastel oil stick, I wouldn't have to do all this. Would I use this paper again for anything like this? Probably not. Let's see if I can take some of that off. Okay, that comes off with the handy wipe, or baby wipe, I should say, and shows us the black under it. Now we may have a big old mess here. We know that soft pastels work, but all my soft pastels are over there where my camera can't reach. Let me see if I'm missing anything. I thought about putting some oil pastels on it, but they are so prone to never drying. And if I had a light blue, it'd probably work better too. And since I have 2 or 3 of every other art supply known to man, who knows what you may see. Those little pups are expensive. She got too short a nose. We're not going to worry about that now. She looks kind of East Indian or something. But I definitely have that nose too. That's why I say if you're going to draw faces, you have to check your drawing every few minutes. Oh, baby, I messed you up big time. Yuna uses Sonaille. There aren't too many companies that make an oil stick, a real oil stick. It's just like painting with oil paint. Winsor Newton has one, but Sonaille is the best by far. The R&F ones that I had at first have a little bit of wax in them. I need to go back and look at her blue and white class. I love Miss Yona. She's a sweet girl and a good artist. Well, I think I'm gonna call that one quits because all that stuff on there I can't do anything else. Let's see what graphite does. A little bit. Sprayed it just a little. I mean, I could keep working on this and salvage something. But I can't salvage it being out of drawing. So, Stevina, I have no idea. Back on Silver Point. I found it by accident. I was reading an art book that was on a real nice clay-coated paper. And it was supposed to be brand new, and I kept looking at it, and there were all these little marks all over it. Well, let me show you. Can you see that? Can you see that? I always wear these silver bracelets. And I was, doing something in the book, and my hand was touching it. And I kept getting all these marks all over it. And I thought, hey, you can draw with silver. Wow. I bet I'm the only person that's ever done that. Well, yeah, me and Leonardo and got Rembrandt. Go on Google and look for Silver Point. I mean, they did sketches galore. Da Vinci sketched the entire Sistine Chapel and studies with Silver Point. So, of course, nothing doing, but I had to find out. Let me pull that up a little bit closer. Once you put a mark down, it's down. Yeah, you learned something else new today. You stick with me, and I'll tell you what it's all about. Well, guys, I am so glad you guys dropped in for this pop-up. I'm reading. Pop-up, video. Live video. It's kind of fun to have the camera just sitting there where you can. Doesn't she just look like a Caribbean girl with one big eye and one little eye and a little short nose? And but like I said, I need to go back and go to Una. This is actually, she gave a free class, a 30-minute class. It was just a fast, quick run through, and that was her source photo for that. We all get ideas from each other, and we're all doing things that were done in 3rd century China and Japan. There's not a new idea on the planet. Nothing is new. We just repurpose it. Let's see, I did this one the other day too, but this was on screen. I didn't get a likeness. That's Randy's grandmother. Look what I have sitting beside me. Okay, sit over there. Look what I have. Pan pastels. Let me get the blue tray. It's all the way on the bottom. Sorry, I hit Hit the camera. There it goes. Hang on, folks. I'm kind of trapped here. Okay. Hang on. The camera and everything fell off. I dropped the camera. Mm-hmm. I have monkeyed the whole thing out. That's okay. And I have some soft pastels on it. Man, that grabs to that oil pastel really well. I'm looking at her. Let's see. Those are too big. I'm not going to mess with that. I'm just going to play with it. These are, this happens to be a Terry Ludwig. It's very soft pastel. What else have I got over here? I was using it for a commission. There's a gray one. And a white one. Bye, sweetie. There, that looks better. If her face weren't so big, her eyes weren't so big. Huh. All right. Well, now we know that the regular soft pastels work. Okay. You are welcome. I'm glad y'all came in. And I'm going to have to let you know that I was talking about her today. You guys can let her know too. She's a crackerjack. All right. My fingernails are about as clean as they're going to get. So I'm going to exit stage left. See you guys. Thank you. Bye. Over and out.